what's up, everybody? Welcome to Old to the New. I'm your host, Villain, aka Villain Dulu, together with
It's your boy BMR.
And today we got a special guest in the building.
Hi, Ambrose.
We in the building. We in the building. I've been looking forward for this time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome, and thanks for coming through.
Always.
We really appreciate you coming through because we've been looking forward to talk to you and take us through your journey.
I'm a musician, songwriter, and artist. I love to perform live shows. That's the most thing I love about music.
Yeah.
Is performing live for the audience.
Yeah, nice.
And some couple of years ago, I met a band called Raggateers. And we started playing together, and I write the songs, and they start to produce for the music.
And who are you in this band?
I'm the singer and songwriter, and together we compose the music.
How many musicians are you in?
We are bass, guitar, strings, keys, and a drummer. And sometimes we're like maybe three on keys.
Okay,
it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And from time to time, how big the show is.
Yeah.
But you're the only singer.
I'm the only singer. Yeah. The band Raggateers play with other artists sometimes, but we produced this record called the Ripple Effect together.
Yeah. We'll get you into that because this album you just dropped the EP.
Yes.
Super fire. But we'll get into it in the next phase. But right now I just want to ask you, like, Ida, Ambrose, where you coming from?
My father is Gambian and my mother is Danish.
Yeah.
I grew up in Brøndby, in Copenhagen.
Yeah, nice.
When I was a teenager, we moved to Copenhagen, and when I moved to Copenhagen, I started to get to know a lot of music people in Copenhagen. Started to go to concerts with rap music. In the start, I was very much into rap music, R&B, soul.
Nice.
So I've been all around the music scene and trying to find who am I, as a musician.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I've been trying to do on my journey these last couple of years. So I've been doing rap music, soul, R&B, reggae. Always been my natural vibe.
Yeah, I kind of feel more of your music. It's reggae conscious kind of thing, which is really dope.
And what I love to do is write about what I see, what I feel about society, and I'm a critical thinker.
Yeah, I can.
So that's expressed in
I
my
can feel
music.
that in your music. I can feel that in your music.
So it's been a journey to find out. Okay, do you just wanna do music only for the club scene, or do you want a music that's not the most mainstream popular music, but
kind of bigger meaning?
Yeah, a message and a hope hopefully for some people when they hear some of my music. I always have a message in every single song, actually.
Nice. Actually, what makes you to want to make music?
I can't. If I don't do it, I get depressed. So I don't really have a choice.
But when you grew up, when you was a little girl, I don't know how old were you when you started making music?
About 15, I think,
15.
when I really started to write my first real song.
And who inspired you to start writing your own things?
All kinds of music inspired me, but I don't know who exactly inspired me. But I was very shy, very had no confidence at all.
So you were keeping a lot of the things for yourself in the start?
Yeah, very much. But it was I had to challenge myself, and I could feel every time I challenged myself with the music, to sing in front of people. And I got some confidence that I grew stronger because I was never good in school.
Yeah.
So I had to find where is it.
I don't remember meeting anyone who said I was good in school. No. It's like all my circle, everyone has never been good in school.
So it was not, but I love history. I love searching songs after some things. But
What's your new album called? The new EP?
It's called The Ripple Effect.
The Ripple Effect. Can you just take us a little bit further about that?
The ripple effect is kind of maybe a spiritual thing for me, because the ripple effect means like rings in the water, like a ring in the water when it rains and it drops. And all the rings move outwards, So that means everything we do and how we speak, how we act, affects outwards, So it's a ripple effect where we make it's good vibration. You can feel it in the concert, good vibration. It is. To the next and the next. And the same way about negative energy. So we have to be very conscious about where we, and how we do our ripple effect, and affect each other. So and that's hopefully what I wish with the music, is to make a ripple effect about good vibration and be conscious about stuff.
It is. I like it. But then when I listen to your EP, there is a song called My Queen.
Yes.
I don't know. I tried to listen to it so many times. Try to understand where and who you were talking about in the song, but I couldn't really figure out if it's your mom, if it's your sister, your girlfriend, or can you maybe take us a little bit, like tell us more about it?
I love that you asked about that. It's it's called My Queen because the song is about my mother. She's the one who raised me. You know, she's my queen. Every moral I have is from her, and I feel like that's a gift. And my mother had a very hard time, both mentally and physically. So she was sick for many years, actually. So that's really what got me into this song. It was very hard for many years. I couldn't write the song, to express what I've been through, because my mother had a very hard time. So she actually had a period where she was mentally sick and had to go to the hospital. And it's very hard for a young girl to be helpless, like in that way, where you cannot do anything.
How old were you this time?
And when it started, I think I was in my about 18, maybe. And she was feeling so bad that she actually has to be hospitalized, like for a longer period. So it's very hard when you're a young girl, you cannot do anything, and you see her hurting so much. So that's what the song is about. Like if I could give her the world, I would do it. If I could take away your pain, I would take it away forever. I would take it away.
In the song because
I'm young, I can manage.
You could switch to being helpless than to give up.
Exactly. And I feel like that I don't have kids myself, but I think that must be kind of the same feeling you have as a parent. Like you don't want anybody to,
you don't want to see someone suffer.
And you can take your But in the end, some of the pain you need to go through because it's a part of your journey, So that's what I learned in the end when I finished the song and I kind of like released. I found out like this is so important part of your journey, because you grew from this, you wouldn't be the same.
So that was your therapy through that point of your life. When you went through that to write music and express your feelings like that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm not like that good at like having a conversation. I feel bad. I feel good.
You're not good at talking
to have bad feelings.
Friends and families, no.
I can. It's easier for me to express it in a song.
So that's how you deal with your things.
Yeah, mentally. Yeah.
That's how you do it. Like it's part of your therapy to express your feelings in the song.
Exactly.
So how do you feel when the song is done and it's released? Do you feel like a relief, like off your shoulder?
Very much. Like I said, I could like see it in another view now. Like how it made me stronger, how it made me more compassionate, how it made me like see like even society in a different way. That maybe sometimes we have this belief that society or the government will help us in many situations. But when you really are struggling, it's not always the case. So you have to stay strong and you have to have other security nets. So don't rely only on other people,
Okay, nice one.
Sorry to take it so deep.
No.
It's
good because we got people watching who's maybe going through the same shit as you. So it's good for them to hear how did you went through it and how did you overcome everything, because they can take it with them and help themselves with it in their life, or maybe listen to your music and they can feel the same pain and get through it the right way.
It also makes more sense for like for an artist to write something that you've really gone through and something that you have experienced, because it makes more sense in the song than just to write about something you don't even have a clue about. It doesn't make any sense. So this
it comes naturally.
It comes naturally.
This kind of music it comes naturally. When I try to like, I had a hard time struggling with myself as a musician to like, do I just do what's in the time of what you do in the music was popular, where you're gonna pop it, whatever if you do this track, or do you do something where you're conscious and you do what comes to you easy, but maybe wouldn't like hit everybody in the world, and that's been a very hard struggle for me to like, because you also want to have audience to play for, So.
For sure. But that song, that's the thing. The song, the message is too deep, but the beat. It's a beat that everyone can dance to. So it's a little bit the balance. It's really good because you listen to the song, you wanna dance, but if you really pay attention to the lyrics, it's like, no, I don't have to dance to this song. I need to pay attention and hear what the message is all about.
It's so beautiful that you say that, because I've been so I'm a kind of music nerd, so I had to find out. When you have like lyrics that's so heavy, how do you make the song not that heavy that it's like too sad to see it? So when we went with the band, we really had to struggle. It wasn't just like in 2 days you made the track, but we had to find out how is the real vibe for this. You cannot make the lyrics sad and the beat sad, the rhythm sad. Then you have to make an uplifting rhythm if it's really sad, and the opposite sometimes.
Like Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's the most happy song ever. If you listen to the lyrics, it's like what the fuck?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Maybe unconsciously, I got it from him. Maybe you know. So I listened to him since I was a kid.
Nice.
So I feel very blessed that you say that, because that was kind of my mission, like to balance that thing, and it's a hard thing to balance.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I fuck with your music though, because it's really great music. Actually, I've listened to so many artists. I listen to a lot of artists, but as a female reggae artist in Denmark, I could give it to you right now, without hesitation. Like for real, because I like good music, and I just don't listen to music. I like to hear the message in the music. So with your tunes and whatever you're saying, your voice, everything is just in place.
Thank you very much.
So I'm giving it to you, like for real. That was really dope. And everybody who's tuned in, who's watching, go check out either Ambrose, her new album, and the Raggateers.
Right? I have a link in the description, so everybody go check it out. Go check it out. Stream it, go support her.
Nice.
Exactly.
But Joe,
really dope.
To bring it a little bit back.
Yes.
When you grew up, how was your childhood? You were growing up in Brøndby?
Yes.
Yes. So how was it to grow up there, and especially as a black kid?
Yeah, it's very crazy that you ask about it, because I'm an 80s child. So when I grew up in Brøndby, actually my big brother Alex and I, we went to the school called Nørgaard School, and at that school we were the only like black kids, to go to school with us. No other mulata, you know. There was a little bit of from Turkey or from India, but there was like no people I could like reflect myself in or nothing like that. So it was a challenge to like learn to see yourself as, I don't know how to explain it, but to love yourself, because you were always told that you were different, And even that time in the 80s, there was like an undertone of racism without people being racist in there. Like it was not their attention, but they could say like a racist thing about if I was like with a girlfriend and having a dinner with the parents. They could say something racist, and then like maybe say like, but not you. Not talking about you, but even the undertones was very hard to like manage like a young girl when you have nobody to like talk about how you feel, So. What
about your parents? How did they deal with it?
It was
with you and your brother.
Sometimes I think about my mother. I think like she was so courageous, like to I don't know how to put it, but to have a kid with a black man at that time, because there was not many African and white women having kids and being together. So she even told me that one time she was out with the scroll, with the kids in it. And one woman came, I don't know if it was me or my brother, but she was like, "Oh, so cute, what a nice, cute little baby. Where did you adopt her from?" And she was like, "Oh, no, it's homemade,
It's homemade. It's homemade.
And the woman, she just really acted like in like disgust, you didn't have to say much, but you can feel it out,
you can feel the energy that's
so for her to be doing that, don't care about, she knew the consequences of what people might think in that area like that. So to follow her heart and like I'm inspired by that. So it was difficult sometimes, but in many times I learned so much, because I knew that I had to find something kind of like that I was good at, because I had to like.
Did your dad or how did your mom, how did they raise you and your dad when you go to school, how to deal with racist comments and things like that?
The most important thing my mother always told me was to always treat people like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
And even though people could be racist about me or come with racist comments, even parents or kids, when they get mad, of course you find the most subtle. I never quite went like aggressive about people and tried to hurt them as well, because I knew how it felt. So I just tried in my best way I could to be an example, and find something I was good at, like making up games or bringing music to the school and make up dances and like nothing good, but just like in other ways be creative.
Yeah, but also I could say like maybe like back in the 80s, maybe the racist still is being there forever, but maybe back then it's different with now how it is. It kind of seems like these racist comments are getting
more aggressive.
You can now than before. Was it like that?
In the 80s, it was more like what then Danish people call hygge racism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Just for fun.
It's not that crazy, but now it's more like aggressive and more like if you see on the internet that they can be really like bullying and exactly. grown-up people bullying and like kind of in a terrorist way where people stalk another person. So. And that's the thing, because when you're not face to face with people and you get more and more distance from the world.
Keyboard warriors.
They always say like the internet should bring us together, right? But it kind of makes us more distance, and when you're more distance with people, you don't feel the responsibility for other people's feelings.